Hey guys, real quick before we get into the episode, don't forget to
like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Hella Average Gaming. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Hella Average Gaming, average spelled AVG. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Follow us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/Hella Average Gaming. Listen to us on Stitcher, check us out on iTunes, and make sure to listen to us on Google Play.
And with all that said and done, let's get to it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 67 of the Hella Average Gamescast. We're back. Another week has come and gone. You get to listen to our beautiful voices. I've got Jeremy on the mic. I've got Carmen on the mic. What is happening, fellas?
You know, just getting ready for this shitstorm we call Florence.
Yes. Jeremy, are you doing any hurricane prep?
I've tied myself to a tree currently.
Okay, that's the only thing you need to do. Yes, we have a immense storm coming our way in the form of Hurricane Florence. So we'll see how that goes.
Don't you just hate when Ant Flow comes to town?
Yes, I do. But that has not stopped us from talking about video games. We're going to be playing some video games. We're going to be telling you about video games, and maybe you'll tell us about video games. Who knows? We don't know the dynamic yet. We're just trying to figure this out with you guys. But I'm sure that some of us have played some video games since we last spoke. Except Carmen, he probably didn't.
I played a little, but not much. So we'll let Jeremy go ahead and shoot the load, so to say.
Hit it, Jeremy.
Well, like always, I gotta blow my load first. I did Dragon Quest XI all week. Put about 20 hours into it.
Nice.
I have no idea how far I am into it. I just got my ship, and I've started sailing on the open seas. Been doing a lot of side quests, forging a lot of armor, progressing well into the story, gotten most of my companions and allies. Overall, I'm really loving this game. Like this might crack my top 5 for game of the year. We'll have to see though.
Wow.
Yeah, but might
we're getting close to having those conversations, so I can see the heat coming.
Yeah, this is scratching my RPG itch I've had for a while. And it's doing quite a damn good job.
I'm glad. I had no doubt that this was going to jump right up your alley real fast.
Oh yeah.
So give us a breakdown. Like, what's happening? Like, what kind of mechanics? So you look, I know it's RPG, but like, do you have what kind of classes do you have in your group? Like, what's going on there?
Well, basic story is kind of run of the mill. You're the hero who's born into this small town. It's actually very similar to Dragon Ball. You're born, and then like some tragedy happens. You're separated. You float down the stream in a basket, and you're picked up by an old man who looks an awful lot like Grandpa Gohan. He even raises you to the sky the way he did Goku. Then you're raised in a village. On your 18th birthday, like some birthmark on your hand starts shining. They think you're the chosen one, so they send you to like the king of Heliodor, which is their kingdom, who then declares you're the Darkspawn and have to be killed. You're thrown in jail, then you bust out with a thief named Eric, and you go on a quest to find the Yggdrasil tree, which is the life tree. So apparently you can fulfill your destiny and destroy the Dark One. Very cliche JRPG plot. But it's very standard, it's very old school. You know, you wait your turn, menus pop up, you have attack, magic, abilities, and so forth. I got a thief in my party. I've got a black mage, got a white mage. I just got a new party member named, I think his name's Silvador. He's like a traveling jester, but he's actually, I think, secretly a knight. Pretty badass. Even though he's pretty flamboyant. And what I do like is everyone has like a skill tree, and you can get skill points after leveling up, and you can pour them into mastering certain weapons like swords or boomerangs or spears, or you can put them into a specific character trait they have. Like the main character has the luminary skill. Then there's your black mage Veronica, who has the Vim skill, which is passive abilities or new abilities that increase her black magic. And then the Silvador guy, he has one for showmanship, which allows him to do a bunch of flashy abilities that are similar to circus acts, or you can pour into his charm, where he can charm enemies and so forth. Which I love. I love this game so far.
Sounds very
cool.
classic JRPG.
It's very much. I love the voice acting. And like I said, I love the character designs. It's all Akira Toriyama. It looks very Dragon Ball-y, like Dragon Ball meets game. Well, medieval RPG and so forth. But I love how almost when you start off, everyone has English accents. It's obviously an English countryside, but I just got done with the city of Gondolia, which is like Venice, Italy. Everyone has the stereotypical Italian accent. I'm in another city now, which is supposed to be, I think, like Spain. It's called like Costa Royal or something. I was at one place. It was a hot springs town. It's supposed to be a Japanese area where everyone speaks in haiku, which I thought was very interesting.
So is this a game that I could pick up and just jump in? Like, I don't need to have played any of the other Dragon Quests?
No, these are like the Final Fantasy games. They're all completely independent. I've only ever played before this Dragon Quest 4 and 8, and they have nothing to do with each other. I think there's like callbacks and there's Easter eggs for other games, but you don't have to know anything about Dragon Quest to be able to play these.
What makes this? I mean, I know you said it's a lot. It's pretty run of the mill for JRPG. Like, what makes this game stand out to you? Like, I mean, is it the art style? Obviously, Akira Toriyama, the creator and illustrator of Dragon Ball, but like, is it the art style the biggest thing that makes it jump out to you, or is it something else to do with the game?
Well, the art style definitely helps, being a big Dragon Ball fan, but it is old school JRPG, but that's something I really love. Like I told you, guys know I love Final Fantasy, but I don't think the Final Fantasy games have had a truly great entry since 10, and I think that had to do with its combat system, which was definitely more old school. 13, I really enjoyed the combat system, but it kind of just played itself. 12, it literally just played itself. And 15 was good, but it was just more like a hack and slash RPG. I really like going through menus. I like inputting skill points and customizing my characters a little bit. I like having a party of stock characters. I like having a thief. I like having a dark mage, a white mage, and so forth. And the game just has charm out the ass, which I think really just nails it right there.
And having those classes, like those pre-designed classes that you've played since your childhood, it makes it easier to get into. Where in the sense, if they named the dark mage something like wild, then it's you have to kind of decipher exactly what that class is and how it plays. Where that the black mage is going to assault, a white mage will heal, and
exactly. But what I also like too is while they do have these defined roles, they offer a little bit of customization in their weapon choices. For instance, my black mage, she can either equip heavy wands, which don't do very much physical damage, but if she hits someone, it actually restores a little bit of MP. Or you can give her a whip, which is higher damage on groups of enemies, but at the cost of lowering her magic ability and so forth. Same thing with my white mage. She can use wands, which do the same thing as the heavy wands, or she can use a spear, and she can be more damage-based. Even your main character, he can choose between great swords, which are just big old damage, but you lose the option of using a shield, or you can go for a more balanced approach of sword and shield for defense. And of course, he can use some magic, so you can choose to pour points into increasing his magic, or you can go for more strength build, or do a balance like I've been doing.
That sounds really interesting. I'm glad you're liking it. Carmen, this a pickup for you?
Sounding like it.
I would recommend it. If you like old school RPGs like I do, you might like this. It's good. Like I said, honestly any Dragon Quest is a good game to get into. I would definitely recommend this one. I mean, this is the best one I've played so far.
JRPGs are by far my favorite. I've longed for that old school type gameplay.
Oh, this will definitely scratch your itch.
Because this is why I haven't played Final Fantasy 15 or any of the Final Fantasies past 10.
Yeah, I still like those Final Fantasies, but they are not old. They're definitely evolving into something else. And they're RPGs, but they're not that old school like Final Fantasy 4 or Final Fantasy 6. This is definitely.
I love those little timers that have to run up.
Now this doesn't have the timer. It's all based on your agility.
Oh
stats.
No, that's fine too. I like 10's Final Fantasy 10 system where it was kind of predetermined based on agility or whatever it was.
Yep. But one thing I forgot to mention too is they do have their own version of limit breaks. They're very similar to Final Fantasy 9 or 10 though, where they're called pet powers, where they activate. You kind of go Super Saiyan a little bit, but the only problem I have with it is you can't control it. Just activates, and it kind of just sticks around until it just goes away. But when it does activate, it increases your stats, gives you maybe a few special things like increasing your critical hit. But what's really cool is it can also let you do like limit break attacks, and you can either do solo attacks or you can combine them with other people if they're pepped up, as it's called, and do like these combination limit breaks, which trigger a cool cutscene. Like one of my favorite ones I do is the main character and the thief. They're pepped up. You can do one where the main character attacks head on with a flaming sword attack while the thief steals an item, guaranteed every time.
You know, the last JRPG that I actually played was Final Fantasy II. I got on this kick that I was going to go through and play them, and then I remembered how shit-tastic Final Fantasy II was.
That was a terrible place to start.
No, I started on 1, so I played through 1, started 2, cut off 3, and now I'm like halfway through, cut off 2, and I went to 3. And that's the last one I really touched. So it never hurts to have a really good JRPG in the lineup.
Yeah, those old early Final Fantasies are rough. First one's still playable. Second one's garbage tier.
I enjoyed the first one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but it's a little too old school for me.
This might be a looker on my end too, because it's definitely a genre I'm really interested in. Played a lot of them back in the day. So that took up all your time, though?
That's the only thing I played all week.
Beautiful. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it's tickling your fancy like we thought it would. Carmen, what about you, buddy? Tell me something.
Oh, I've just been playing a little bit of Destiny, and that's it. I mean, I've been out of town, so out of touch with video games.
You went and watched that sports ball.
Yeah, I went and watched the Panthers play the Cowboys.
Heard they won.
They did, 16-8.
Good for them.
Yeah, it was a good time. I partied hard. Real hard.
A little too hard.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's all right. It's all worth it. So, Destiny. What's going on in Destiny, Carmen? What are you doing there?
Just grinding, you know. I'm having fun. I'm not rushing through this game this time. I'm like taking it day by day. I get a bunch of bounties done every time I log in, but it's like if I don't go through the story, it's like I'm okay with it. Like I'm at 17% on the part that I'm on now, and it's like cool deal. I'll come back to it. And I don't feel urgent. I don't feel any urgency to get through with what's there.
Yeah,
I think that's helping me stay dialed in on the game.
Do you have one of those inspirational posters above your PlayStation with a warlock on it? So just take it one day at a time?
No, but I got to read this quote that Will sent us that's on a piece of gear that he found today. And keep in mind that he lives in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
So he's right in the path of this fucking hurricane. So let me grab this text real quick. On this piece of gear, it's a piece of leg armor. And the quote on the gear says, "The hurricane will overtake you. It's inevitable. Take stability where you can get it."
Shit, son.
Ray.
Destiny coming in clutch with the seer.
Dude. Maybe the name of the game, Destiny, has another meaning. This is your destiny.
Everything has been building up to this one moment.
Bungie created this hurricane.
I saw somebody on Twitter say that they were out and about somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they were. But there's an old man who literally was having a conversation. Was like, can't we just drop a nuke on the hurricane?
I do feel like the government could probably control the weather.
I don't know how hard it would be.
You never heard of Glover Cleveland's weather machine? Well-known secret, man.
What's the weather like out there, Ollie? Raining sideways!
It's raining. No, it's raining. Can I get you some soup, Ollie? Chunky!
I've been playing some Destiny as well, getting on that grind. I hit level 50.
And, nice. I hear you get a lot of quests and shit at level 50.
You get a shit ton of quests, and you get 3 legendary Ingrams. I got the exact same fusion rifle out of all 3 Ingrams. I had 3 main ingredients.
You have the shittiest luck.
No shit, game. Man. Tell me about it. The only difference, I had 2 500s with shit rolls, and then I had a 502 with a good roll. So at least the strong one was the good roll. But I got 3 main ingredients. It was
Are they allowing us to re-roll or no?
I haven't seen any option to re-roll. I think you just it's random drops. So you have to
just
farm
gotta fucking get lucky and get that perfect roll or whatever fits your build.
Yep. So it's definitely a grind, and I'm loving the grind. Like it's like Carmen said, I played like 2 story missions or 3 story missions, and I have no urge to. I get on, I go do bounties, or I'll go do. I've been doing a lot of strikes lately. Gambit is fun. It's one of the most fun modes I've ever played in a video game. I mean, it's.
Yeah, no, I'd love to have a full squad for that.
Yeah, and I've only played it with you 3 and then the rando. But I mean, it's just. I felt like we played for 2 hours.
Yeah, we played Gambit for a good 2 hours.
Yeah, and it felt like it went by like no time.
It would make a really good esport.
A lot of people are saying it is going to be an esport.
They have to allow us to custom matchmake though for that.
I definitely, a lot of the higher ups and the people who play a lot of Destiny are definitely that are ingrained in the Destiny world are saying that this is the best chance that Destiny has to be an esport. And the mixture of PvE and PvP is almost perfect. It's just a fun game.
I agree.
So I played some Dead Cells.
Oh yeah, where you at?
I can't get I haven't beat my big run, my 6 minute run.
You had that god run, man.
Man, I'm telling you.
But time isn't the overall factor in determining how well you're doing.
So the biggest thing is your drops, and I haven't been getting the drops to push me. I'm not getting as far in less time, if that makes sense, or in a longer time. So I'm getting shitty swords, or I'm getting one grenade that has a 30-second cooldown. I haven't been getting anything that's been putting me over the top. So
the RNGesus is just dicking you down.
Pretty much, yeah. And I know one of those 30+ minute runs I did, I got a gold twin assassin blades pretty much off the gate. That was a shit ton of DPS where I was just one-shotting people. So I'm just waiting for that good run. And I mean, the loot's not what kills you. I mean, you get a sword, you get whatever your loot is. You can make it through the game. You just have to play careful and play good. I mean, the loot just helps. I'm not getting.
You're not patient?
I'm patient. I'm just.
You're not patient.
I don't try to take the path of least resistance. I try to go for all the shit, and all the best shit is always covered by a shit ton of mobs. So I'm always going into the thick of things, trying to get the best gear, and it just hasn't paid off a lot lately.
So, but in this game though, you could travel back, correct?
Yeah, you can travel back.
So, if you know that you're not ready to fight 30 people, why the fuck are you diving in there?
Well, you can only go back to a certain extent. So there's different stages. So like I said, the sewers, and then it goes to whatever it is. Let's say it's the haunted graveyard. So I could only go back to the beginning of the haunted graveyard. I can never go back past that. So I mean, to an extent, it doesn't do you any good. Well, once you hit that hub world and go to the next one, I mean, you're there. You're in that next level. So that's what I really got to do is just get good.
Yeah. Stop sucking. Beat the game. Come on.
And
chop.
That was it. That's all I played.
Sounds like Dead Cells is playing you, boy.
It is. It really is. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Not a whole lot to talk about as far as new releases. Nothing crazy and outrageous. Go play some Spiderman. You know you want to.
I was gonna say we only brought this up last week because we recorded early like this.
Well, Spiderman is out. Go play it. Go get it. I got my Spider-Man PS4 Pro in the wild, nonetheless.
Super lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I was... So here's what happened. I'll go the whole story. I was at work, and Twitter scrolls across. I saw it 3 minutes after it scrolls. Hurry, order fast. PS4 Pro, Spider-Man PS4 Pros are available to order online at GameStop. This was 3 minutes after the tweet. I went and tried to order it. They're already sold out. So when I get off work, I've got time to kill. So on the GameStop website, it says every store is out of stock. So I just Google every GameStop, that's local to me. So I called every GameStop within 100 miles. But the second call I made, the dude's like, yeah, we've got one. And I was like, bro, I'm getting off work. I can be there in less than an hour. Can you hold it for me? I had this guy convinced. And he's like, let me ask my manager. And I heard him put the phone down, and his manager's like, tell him it's first come, first serve. I'm like, fuck. So luckily, my fiance one of her friends at work was actually there. He got off work early and came to pick his wife up. So the dude, Peter was like, I'll go get it for you. So like he went, picked it up for me. I went and met him after work and Venmo'd him the money, and the rest is history. Now it's sitting on my shelf. Nice.
You're going to flip that bitch for a cool profit of $200.
I could have probably made a cool $300 off of it. I think it's $600 right now is where it's sitting around at.
They're like $680 online right now.
The thing is sexy. It's so shiny. It's so nice. Very nice piece of hardware. I'm very impressed. The controller's cool. Definitely looks good. I got some pictures up on Twitter, so go check it out. But I haven't played the game yet, so I've been on this Destiny kick. So eventually I'll get around to Spider-Man. But from all accounts, it seems like it's a pretty fucking good game.
I really want to play it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, you get that itch, Jeremy? You might not be able to hold off.
I was seriously thinking about getting it. I'm like, God, I gotta wait, because I know if I get it, I'm gonna put Dragon Quest on the burner, and I'm never gonna come back to it. I just don't want to do that. So I've got to be strong.
Yeah, there's a lot. You got some time before some other games come out to play this.
Oh, definitely.
You're not gonna play Red Dead though, are you?
No.
Oh, so yeah, you can hopefully have Dragon Quest done before then, and then you can just put Spider-Man in place of Red Dead.
Exactly.
We gotta play Spider-Man and Red Dead before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Get them Game of the Years in.
Yeah.
God, it's gonna be a
tough
list. It's gonna be a tough list to cut.
It will be. It will be. I'm probably over halfway positive that Dead Cells will make my list, but we'll see. We got a long way to go. Let's talk about some news. Let's start it off with the tried and true Destiny, and you won't believe it. They have found a glitch, fellas. Can you believe it?
No.
Sounds like Bethesda created this game.
Whoa.
Oh, shots fired.
And they missed.
But here's what happened. So the new raid should be releasing, I think it's September 16th. Is that a lie? September 18th? Sure. It's something like that.
Yeah, it might be coming out this weekend or next weekend. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, so
I'd have to pull up the roadmap.
However, the area is obviously in the game. They just have it locked. So people have found how to get into the first room. They glitched in, and they found the first chest. So, of course, people opened the chest. They've already got raid gear, but they found out that once you create a new character and do the first mission of the Forsaken DLC, it resets that chest. So people are making a character, doing the first mission, going in, looting the chest, and, rinse and repeat. So there's at least one character that has every piece of raid gear, and the raid's not even out yet.
Yep. And they patched it.
They did patch it, but they're not going to take the stuff away. The people who got it, they're going to be able to keep it.
Yeah, and it's not that I don't even think it was, overpowered. There's, a picture. The guy was only, light level 507.
Yeah.
So it's he still has to grind. He only got it at whatever level he was at, or that he was able to pump that up. I don't think it was dropping, for his brand new character with whatever they start you off. I don't know. I think you can boost up to 320 or something.
Yeah, you can use the little mode of light or whatever it's called.
Whatever it is. Whatever that brings you to. So I'm sure that he was able to boost himself up to that and then get a piece of gear around there, and then he had to infuse.
But they patched it. No more of that. The raid comes out the 14th, so it comes out Friday. So we misspoke a little bit on that date. But obviously they'll be looking at World's First there. We'll see who goes and hits it first. It'll be interesting to see. I always like watching those first raid runs, especially with Destiny.
Yes, I'm sure a lot people will stream it, but the people that are going for World's First probably won't be on Twitch at all. The people that will be serious about it.
Well, usually what happens is usually on the World's First you can actually get Destiny goes live or Bungie goes live, and they're watching the raids on their server, their internal servers. And they tell who's in the lead or how close it is and stuff.
Did you see the championship belt they're giving away?
I did. I just put up the article when I was looking for that release date. It looks pretty sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Like a wrestling belt.
Yeah, wrestling.
Gonna get a wrestling belt.
I think it's pretty cool. I like those races. I just wonder they really got to dig deep to like figure out all these like puzzles and shit because like there's no clues. I mean, everything is there for you, but there's nothing that like pops up and it's like, make sure you stand on your platforms.
True. It's
gonna
be fun to watch
behind this thing.
Yeah, I hope some competitive people stream it.
They say it's the biggest raid ever, so that's gonna be neat. I wonder if it'll still be like a 4 to 6 hour completion.
I'm hoping it's like the first raid where it took people a while.
Jeremy, when you picking up Destiny?
I'm not gonna lie. When you guys talk about Destiny, I just zone out.
No, we know. We already know.
That's why I do it.
Moving on from a D2 talk. Polygon.
Some more D2 talk, motherfuckers.
Yeah, right. Polygon, the infamous gaming site, is getting rid of review scores. So we've had this talk, and we're going to probably rehash it here. What does that do for the gaming industry, Carmen? Getting rid of those scores.
Well, I think that's like it's a double-edged sword, really. It's like scores are easy for people to understand. Like 9 out of 10, pretty good. 10 out of 10, damn near perfect. Like when you see a game that gets a 3 out of 10, you're likely not to pick it up unless you're just a diehard fan for whatever that is. So there's that side of it, you know. That's easy to understand. The bad part is like okay, so you're gonna tell us your opinion about it, and then you can either A, rip the game apart in your article, which then I now have to read, like the score is the too long didn't read version, or you're gonna give it high praise, and then I don't know like if you think it's like a contender. So I'm just not sure. Like I don't know what's the best route. Like, is it that hard to give it a score? Does it really bother people? What do you guys think?
Jeremy?
Well, me personally, this doesn't surprise me as Polygon is moving farther and farther away from actually having anything to do with video games. Having anything to do with being a video game site. I honestly, I stopped reading them a couple months ago, so I could give two shits. I think it's an absolutely stupid idea. I mean, like Carmen says, when I go and read a review, the first, like, I usually go to Game 4 foremost when I want to review, and the first thing I do is I click on it, and I scroll right to the bottom, where they have the number, and they have a breakdown, a little sentence about, graphics and entertainment and replayability. This gives me a feel for the game, and then if I'm interested, I go back and I read the article to get more in-depth. Like, that's the first thing that happened when Spiderman popped up. I went down at the very bottom, they gave like a 9, they said this, and this. I'm like, okay, I go back and I read the full article. And it's the same thing if I see a game pop up and it gets like a really low score. But if a game pops up and it's a 7 out of 10, I don't need to read the full review because that just tells me, it's average game. I don't want to waste my time by going through and reading these big old either puff pieces or slam pieces about the game, and then just at the end, because sometimes you'll read these and like, I have no idea if they fucking even loved it or hate it, or I'm just sitting there going, just get to the damn point. Tell me if it's good or not. Do you recommend it? Like, even I think it's Eurogamer. They don't do review scores, but they do at least say recommended or not recommended. So you can at the very least go, yeah, this is good. Go out and get it. Or, no, this sucks. Don't get it. But by getting rid of a review score, I think it's just a fucking stupid idea from a stupid fucking website.
I very much fall in line with you, Jeremy, as to when a review comes out, I do actually scroll down, look at the review number, the score, and then that dictates if I read the article. However, I do also believe that, these reviewers put a lot of work and time and effort into these reviews, and they're usually really good pieces. Sometimes you get the obvious, like you were saying, fluff piece or just straight dogging a game. But, I think in most cases it's hard to reduce a game down to a number, and even then it takes away from the work these reviewers do. So I hate that it's a number system because it's so meaningless, because there's so much more content there and you can get so much more in depth. But just unfortunately, it's just the way society is. You want to see the number, you want to see if it's good or not, and you want to roll on.
That's what I was saying. It doesn't have to be a number. It could be a letter grade. It could be, this is good. Or it could be just good or bad. Just that simple. And I do see where you're coming from too, because if I was writing a review and I wrote, this big long, article about it, I would want people to read it, but you gotta kind of, the review score to me is kind of like the little, incentive to come in. It's that little, it's that flashy starburst on your front page ad. Hey, come look at this. You don't have that.
And it works both ways.
How so?
You see a 2 out of 10 and you go, damn, I thought that was going to be a good game. What the fuck is wrong with it?
Exactly. If Red Dead Redemption came out and you saw everywhere it was getting 2 out of 10s, 3 out of 10s, you're going to fucking click on that website and read that article. At the same time, if it's getting, 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, yeah, you're going to click on it and read the article and see, wow, why is this so good? But, like I said, at the same time, if I see like 7 out of 10 for just some average game that comes out that most people don't even know about, I'm less inclined to read it. Like I said, I read articles for games either I'm really interested in and I want to know more about, or if it's something completely out of left field. Like I said, I don't really care about Red Dead, but if Red Dead came out and it was getting 3 out of 10s across the board, I'm going to read the article because I want to know why this thing sucks so bad.
So do you think that Polygon is going to, I know, and I do agree because I was being facetious when I said the infamous, gaming site Polygon, but it is becoming more and more, I think, and I hate to use the word joke, but it's not a hardcore and
it's a joke. Yeah.
It's not a reputable source for news by any means. So I agree that it's leaving, the eye of the gaming industry. But, I mean, do you think this is going to hurt it even further by,
yes,
as far as like how many views and clicks they get?
Oh, yeah. Polygon and Kotaku are two of the biggest jokes in the quote-unquote gaming journalism area. So they're just going further down a rabbit hole of crap, in my opinion. I even, like I said, I deleted them off. I muted them on Flipboard a while back because I just got tired of reading their shit. Same thing with Kotaku, and I couldn't give two flips about it. Like I said, honestly, nowadays, if I want to see reviews of a game, I'll go to either Game Informer's website if I want to read something. But 9 times out of 10, I just go on YouTube and I watch YouTubers I like, and they say, yeah, this game's cool. Or, oh, no, this game sucks. I mean, hell, one YouTube channel I like to go to, I don't know, I think it might be GamerNax or whatever. They do the, before you buy, and it's just a little 5-minute video, and all they do is just show gameplay of it, and they just talk about it, and they just go, yeah, this game kicks ass, it's awesome. And I think they're kind of doing what Polygon wants to do, but it works better because it's in video format. I can sit there, I can watch some gameplay, they can talk about it, because at the end, they really don't give it a review score, but they do say, yeah, this game is fantastic, go out and buy it at full price, or, oh, this game's good, but I'd probably wait on a sale, or, man, this game's shit, don't come near with a 10-foot pole. And that, I think, works better in like a video form or an audio form. I don't want to have to sit there and read through a fucking long-ass article just to get to the very end where it's just like, yeah, it's good, yeah, it's bad.
I agree, Jeremy. I agree. I hate these people's work or these works are going unnoticed. That's probably the biggest crime that's happening here.
And I can feel your sympathy, but like I said,
but it's really not.
Well, you gotta grab their attention. You gotta get the customer in your store to buy your product. They're not just gonna walk in.
And the thing about it, with reviews, you either like to read reviews and you like to read what people think about games, or you don't. It's like movies, it's like TV shows. It's like almost anything that you do that can be compared between people. It's like if you don't like to read a long review, like if a review starts to go too long for me, I just stop.
Oh yeah.
I say fuck it, give me the score.
Yes.
Or like if it's short, then I'm like, all right, could you have given me more? So it's like you're always going to have that. You're always going to long for either more or less, depending on what they've done. So like their work is getting appreciated by the people that want to read them, or they wouldn't be doing it.
I wonder do you think any websites are going to follow suit?
No.
Kotaku might. I think they might be owned by the same company, but they'd be dumb to follow suit.
Yeah, no, I think it's a good thing to put on there. It's just like it's your mark. It's saying like IGN gave it this, and like you see that the developers, they put this type of shit in their ads. Well, not the developers, the ad people do it. Whoever.
Yeah, we see the ad on TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like IGN 9.8 out of 10, Game Informer 9.9 out of 10. Like that's the shit that sells.
Yeah, I mean, remember that infamous Batman Arkham City Game of the Year edition, where it was just that white Batman and it was just the Front cover was
scores
nothing.
all over it.
Scores all over it. Ugly piece of shit. But yeah, that's what they do it for. So they can put on there 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, Game of the Year, and so forth. Do you think
now it's going to say read our review at Polygon.com?
No, it's just going to have the entire review on the front of the box.
It's just going it's like a
just text.
Fucking newspaper with like small ass print.
Oh man,
it's easy to interpret.
I like kind of the idea, and GameSpot does it really well, where you have like sentences there, so it'll say pros and cons, and you'll have like a few sentences of each one. The smaller articles or articles that get right to the point would be better for me. Like my attention to reading on these articles, I rarely read a whole review. As much as I talk about it should be read, I am guilty of not doing it. But stuff like that, I would like to see it move more that way, where you have a few short, just straight punctual facts. Here's the pros, here's the cons, and here's an overall grade. It doesn't have to be a score, because I do think it's hard to quantify something just in a number or a letter or whatever. But here's an overall grade of the work somehow.
That's a great point too. 'Cause that's another reason why I tend to go right for the review score, is because I'll generally look at this on my phone, either when I'm in the bathroom or I'm in the elevator. I just got like a few minutes to myself. I don't have time to read a whole article. I just want to get to the meat and potatoes. Go, oh, this game's awesome. I'll pick it up sooner. Oh, this game sucks. Now I'll get back to work. Boom. I don't want to sit there for 15 minutes on the toilet reading a damn article.
All right, it's time to go right for Polygon. Let's roll.
Going right for the neck.
Right for the neck.
Fight me, Polygon.
All right, let's keep it moving. We're still going to keep our bags of dicks rating. Don't you forget it. Nintendo Switch, there is a new, beautiful... Well, I like it. I think we got some conflicting opinions. But there is a new Pikachu and Eevee edition Nintendo Switch, and I, for one, think it's pretty dope looking. It's got some yellow Joy-Cons, and on the Switch dock, it looks like it has Pikachu on one side and Eevee on the other. Any Pokemon fan should be up in arms about it. It looks pretty legit.
I'm more so just like the Joy-Cons more than the dock. I feel like you'll get tired of looking at... I kind of just like the plain black dock. Or like I would prefer a plain colored dock.
Jeremy, you said you didn't even like it.
Nah, one, I'm not a Pokemon fan, and two, I don't like the color scheme, the yellow and black. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of yellow. We were talking earlier. I'd rather just have like a black system with red buttons, or a gray system with purple buttons like the SNES. Just doesn't do anything for me.
I might have to side a little bit more on Carmen's side. I do like that black and yellow, but I actually like having designs on consoles. I'm not the biggest fan of Pokemon. I like Pokemon, so I would not be upset if I had an Eevee and Pikachu edition, but it's something that I think looks really good, and it would be great in a collection for sure.
I'll admit it's still better than that stupid Labo edition.
Which one?
The special edition they released where they made it just brown like cardboard.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I showed you that. It was the Labo edition. It's just a brown Switch, cardboard colored, and just says Nintendo Labo on the front. That's it.
Oh, I'm starting to think that was fake, Jeremy.
Nope, that was real.
I remember it.
That was real. I saw other websites talking about it.
Huh, I had to put some look into that.
The Nintendo Switch looks like cardboard and is extremely limited. I actually like it.
I don't. It's just dumb to me.
I hope it's real. I really do.
It is real.
And it's only available. It was only available to the winner in 1 or 2 categories in the next Nintendo Labo Creators Contest. So you had to enter a contest to win it. It didn't go to the public.
Yeah, there you go. So it's going to be super expensive.
That's neat.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
I feel like you throw some black Joy-Cons on that bitch.
Fire.
Carmen just went from 6 to midnight.
Let's go.
Let's keep it rolling with a little bit of a Nintendo corner. Let's open it up. So, in case you forgot, Nintendo is launching their streaming service this month. Their online, not streaming service. I'm sorry.
Their online service.
Their online service kicks off this month. But it turns out that their cloud save service is not going to support all of their games. Jeremy, you've got a little bit more of a list there, but it sounded like it was some of their main games, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Dark Souls Remastered, Splatoon 2, and that new Pokemon game coming out will not support cloud backups.
I don't understand why you can't do. I mean, if you, Carmen, okay, enlighten us. You're more on the cloud and tech savvy side than I think me and Jeremy are. What is stopping them from doing cloud saves for those 3 games? But if they can do it for every other game, how come they can't do it for those 3 games?
I don't know. You reach in the bag and pull out a fucking excuse, I guess. I don't know.
That is exactly what Nintendo did. They stated the reason they're not doing it is just because of cheaters.
Well, then here's the problem. They don't have enough security. You see, I can't get your God of War save and put it on my fucking PlayStation and play it. It's signed to your profile. Like, if it was that easy, I would have said, "Hey, Jeremy," or "Hey, Cam, let me get your save." When I lost my shit. But it's like, it's not that hard. Like, either you have security and you have patches in place to stop these things.
But Carmen, do you think Nintendo is just made of money? Where are they going to get the funds for this?
From EA.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, how hard is it?
I agree. And you know, Nintendo's online service, I mean, it is a watered down version. But still, cloud save at this point, to not have it, you're
kind of industry standard.
It's archaic.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Are we cavemen here? Are we living in a cave and like etching our saves into the side of caves? What are we doing?
It's classic Nintendo just dragging their feet, kicking and screaming in the 21st century. They did this starting with the Wii when they refused to do HD graphics and they refused to do online gameplay. You know, they're doing this again. They're refusing to do... Well, they're doing cloud saves, but they're being Nintendo about it. I wouldn't be surprised if, honestly, they are going to have the cloud feature, but they're going to charge you for it somehow. Like, beyond just buying the damn 20-year service. Like, it's going to be, oh, you want to upload a save? That'll be 25 cents every time you do it. Some shit like that. They love to nickel and dime. They love to nickel and dime their customers.
Either that or they just don't anticipate a lot of people using it with these other games, so they haven't invested in a lot of storage space.
Dude, I upload everything. Every time I get done playing my PlayStation, I upload whatever I was playing to the cloud. When you fuck up and lose a whole system and all your saves, you learn to back up every goddamn thing.
I agree.
That's bad look, Nintendo.
Bad look, Nintendo.
Oh, it's a super bad look. Like,
yeah,
just fucking allow it. Like, tell the developers that they need to put the fucking feature in the game. And that you need to allow it. And if you can't stop people from hijacking saves and injecting Pokemon into your games, then you're just fucking trash.
Like, I could semi-understand for Splatoon because it's I guess like an online multiplayer thing, but who fucking cares for Pokemon?
Exactly.
Who cares?
Then, do like what Diablo did. Diablo 3, like, I have cheater gear. I have the craziest cheater gear you can get. Like, I could level you up in 2 minutes.
If I want to cheat in my own game that I'm not playing against anyone, who fucking cares?
Yeah. But Diablo did it in this way that, like, if I try to trade it or if I do something to it, like, it's gone forever.
Just disappears into the ether?
Yeah, like, it's they like, have basically, like, locked it in place where it's at. Like, they know that the cheater gear exists, and they know that people have injected it, and they know people are probably still injecting items into the game. But it's just that, like... They fucking figured out a way to just shut it down in a sense that's like, it's not going anywhere.
All right, let's keep it rolling. We'll close out Nintendo Corner. Make it better. Do it right, Nintendo. Come on.
They're not going to do it right. You can't even ask them to do that. They won't do it.
We talked about Spider-Man a little bit earlier. They're already confirmed the New Game Plus mode, so you got to beat Spider-Man and get back in there and keep kicking ass and web slinging. Sounds like there's going to be a lot of game to play, so I'm happy to hear that.
It'll be good. A lot of people have given it high praise.
The Call of Duty Blackout beta is here, and let me tell you, it's getting some good buzz, and it looks fun. The map for the Battle Royale mode is actually a bunch of the old school and favorite maps just put together to form a giant map, which is awesome. They've added grappling hooks, wingsuits, four-wheelers. I mean, Dr. Disrespect about had an orgasm playing this mode. Like, I mean, it's here. I mean, it's legit. It looks fun. I can't wait to play. I'm not playing the beta just because of that damn Destiny, but it looks great.
Now, I saw an article that said that, and take this with a grain of salt, said that this could be the Fortnite killer. Do you think that? Do you think that is even remotely true? As a possibility?
I think it's possible.
I don't. I mean, just for the simple fact that Fortnite has such a stranglehold on kids, and it's more cartoony, which kids are gonna like. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely, of course, like the edgy 12-year-olds who love Call of Duty, but you got boys and girls of all ages playing Fortnite. I think it's gonna be hard to wrestle that away from them.
But now Fortnite actually has to try to keep up with somebody.
Oh yeah, no, that's always a good thing.
And that could be good, or it could be really bad, because Fortnite is just a big bubble waiting to explode.
Because, I mean, like, PUBG refused to innovate.
They refused to adapt.
Yep, and they died. Fortnite is doing a better job at it, but you're right. They need competition.
If you never have to compete, then you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah, there's no benefit from someone having a complete monopoly on one field.
I think that Call of Duty it already overtook one genre, which was the first-person shooter genre. I see no issue with it being a top contender to take over another battle royale genre.
But at the same time, it still had competition from Battlefield.
Yeah, and they still did it, and they got competition from Fortnite.
But they always had to edge out Battlefield, even if they were ahead of them on the last gen of their game.
Yeah, I'm not debating that. I'm just saying that they had someone to actually keep them on their toes.
No, that's what I'm agreeing with you, Jeremy. I'm saying like they always had to stay one step ahead of Battlefield.
Yes, yeah, that Battlefield was their Sega Genesis to their Nintendo,
and that's a lot of the reason why Battlefield had to move into the massive warfare instead of the Twitch shooter arena, because Call of Duty had such a stranglehold on it.
But yet they want to go head to head with them with a battle royale game.
Sure. I mean, I don't see. I mean, obviously, we haven't seen what Battlefield has to offer, but we have seen what Call of Duty has to offer, and it looks good. It looks good. So we'll keep on this.
And it looks different. It looks different than Call of Duty.
I feel like for them to have taken the campaign out for this game, it had to bring the heat.
You think?
I still think it's a bad choice, but with what they're doing with it, it could turn out to be very, very like an amazing move for them.
Do you think that's why they took the campaign out, so they could focus all their time and energy on this battle royale?
Now that I'm seeing it, yes. Yes, I do.
No, I don't. I just don't think that they have been able to come up with very good original stories. War stories are all the same.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, but Call of Duty hasn't come up with a good story since...
exactly.
What you call it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm thinking of, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
There. Next to the other Call of Duty that didn't have a great story.
Yeah, so, I mean...
But that's it. It's like, why keep doing mediocre stories?
Dude, they need to just, like, go full balls to the wall crazy and just have, like, a super, like, pro-America, fuck yeah, Team America kind of story where you go in there with fucking ATVs and dual-wielding M16s with bald eagles snatching up enemies and shit. Like, that's what they need to do for a fucking campaign. That'd be awesome.
I'd play that game.
Just while the soundtrack of America, fuck yeah, plays in the background.
People play shooters to just shoot people.
Yeah.
The fucking story doesn't offer you much of a challenge. Most people aren't going to play it past the normal difficulty. It's just that. It's like, just hang it up. Make the game online only like you're doing right now. Don't fucking make a DLC for this fucking story mode. Nobody fucking wants it.
So that's why I suggested just go crazy with the story mode. Make it fucking hilarious and entertaining. That'll give people reason to buy it. Instead of just going generic like they've been doing.
Yeah, or like figure out a way to implement some really cool like cinematics or something, and like when you fucking up your kill streak, like your best game, like when you finally PB, like give me something then. Give me some like accolade. Give me like an achievement within an achievement. A platinum trophy for my platinum trophy. You feel me? No? Okay.
I feel you. I was saying about what you're saying.
It's like, do something in the game that's different that's not being done right now. Destiny 2 added this new fucking, like, triumph thing and, like, these achievements. I don't know when they were implemented, but I fucking love when they pop up.
Yeah, I've seen them too. I haven't even paid attention to how many I'm getting. But yeah,
they look slick. They're fucking cool. Like, just do something that's not being done.
Like, look at Destiny. They just invented a game mode that's never been made before. And just threw it in there. And it's gone bonkers.
Titanfall is kind of PvE, PvP. It's just not like, it's not like this where, like, you have to, like, collect all these things and then you fight a boss. But then you can also go terrorize the other team.
Yeah, I mean, there's been ideas of a PvE, PvP mixture, but it's never been done this way.
Yeah, like, this is kind of hitting. But you see, like, this game mode could probably be copied by Titanfall and be very successful.
Anybody, yeah, I mean, it's nothing to copy something once it comes out.
I mean, it's not anybody. I think that it fits in that game. Like, I don't think it fits in, like, I don't want it to fit in everything. Like, I don't think it fits into Battlefield. Like, what the fuck are you gonna fight? A big fucking World War II tank? Like,
it's a bullet motherfucking sponge.
Yeah, the game is still spongy, but
I'm really excited though. For some reason, and I said I wasn't going to. I might have Call of Duty just for this mode.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Shut up.
But you see, like, this is the Call of Duty to bring people back to Call of Duty. Like, allow me to, like, get super frustrated with your Battle Royale mode and then just go, like, Twitch shoot for an hour and then be like, maybe I'll run one more before bed.
You've got it all figured out, Carmen.
Yeah, it's like, because you'll always be able to kind of, like, practice your shooting skills in this game. It's like, you won't be stuck in, like, this Battle Royale mode where you have to, like, you have to get good fast. Like, that's why I don't play Fortnite anymore, because, like, all the people that are, like, super good, like, played the game in a way that made them super good out the gate, and now, like, if I want to have to play, it's like I have to go 5 steps ahead of where they all started from. Like, we used to drop into places that weren't inhabited. That's fucking stupid. Like, how do you learn how to fight if you never fight?
That's always been the key. That was all, when it came out, the pro players always said you got to get in there and learn how to shoot.
Yeah, like, I'm still not good at shooting in Fortnite.
Try it on the Switch. It's even worse.
Exactly. Delete that shit off your Switch. Save your space.
I did. I had to delete it to put Dead Cell. Well, I didn't have to, but I put it on. They've got I mean, it is cool because you can actually keep the icon there and everything. They take it off your main storage and you re-download it. So, I mean, it works, but, you know, the fact that they don't have any kind of internal storage sucks dick. So, let's keep rocking and rolling. Samurai Showdown has got a remaster. Or is it a new game, Jeremy?
New game.
New game. A new Samurai Showdown. What do you think about it? I didn't play a lot of the original. I think I played it like one time and just a little bit of it.
Oh, dude, I'm hyped for it. I've got the entire anthology on my PS4.
We'll have to break that bad boy out one day and go through them and play some.
I've got a soft spot for those SNK fighting games. Like, I remember being a kid and seeing, like, this game in the arcade, and it blew my mind because it was like Street Fighter, but man, they had swords and there was blood, and like the screen would zoom in and zoom out. There's all these cool effects. You know, characters could drop weapons, and it just looked so fucking badass. And I played it, and I sucked at it because I was, you know, stupid kid. And I played again as an adult, and I still suck at it.
Whoa.
What the fuck was that?
Sorry, guys. I ruined the podcast.
Wow.
I was actually trying to pull up a picture of the art, and I pulled up a video. So, it's called Samurai...
Well, it's a good thing you weren't watching porn before that.
I know, that'd been fucking amazing, wouldn't it? Samurai Spirits is the successor to Samurai Showdown. So, I'm going to watch that trailer later. Looks pretty cool.
Turn the volume up. Watch it now, please. Thank you.
Yeah, just turn it up right now. No, we won't do that. Jeremy, it's definitely a pickup for you.
I'll have to actually see some gameplay of it, but it's definitely on my radar.
I didn't know if like Samurai Showdown was the one genre where like even if it's a hot bag of ass, you still gonna just pick it up to play through it.
Oh no, definitely not. I like these games, but like I got Art of Fighting, the newest Art of Fighting, but I waited till it went on sale for like half price. But you know, I prefer Samurai Showdown, but if it gets good reviews and you know it looks good, I might pick it up on day one. I don't like to do it with fighters too much, except for Fighter Z because I'm just a Dragon Ball whore. But you know, it's on my definitely on my fucking radar.
Carmen,
I don't know much about it. I've probably played it in the arcade.
Same. I'm about there with you.
I just don't know much about it. I'll play you if one of you guys want to buy it. I'll fight you. I won't practice beforehand, but I'll fight you.
We'll play some classic. We'll play some classic Samurai Showdown.
For sure. We got some more games coming. We've got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles being remastered. Did you play that, Jeremy, back in the day?
I did not personally. It was a GameCube exclusive, and I didn't get my GameCube till after the system was dead. And I would barely even call it a Final Fantasy. It's very similar to Zelda Four Swords. You remember that game?
I know what it is. I never played it.
Yeah, it's like a top-down dungeon crawler type game. It's multiplayer only. It's definitely not single-player focused. It's more like a hack and slasher. It's definitely got a fan base. People they really love it. It's like I guess you call it a cult hit. I've got zero interest in it. I will not pick it up. But it's still good to see that, this is getting released, because I know there are fans out there and they're definitely going to buy it.
Very cool, very cool. It's actually, from the way you're describing it, would be something that I think I would enjoy, so I might have to keep an eye out on it.
You might not like the art style, though. I sure as hell don't.
Well, I enjoy the top-down slashers, or hack and slashers. So we'll see. It'd be something to take a look at. I knew nothing about it until you mentioned it, so very cool to hear. What do we got here? The Last Remnant was pulled from Steam, and once they pulled it, then they announced they're going to do an HD remaster for it on the consoles.
Just stop. There's other games to focus on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there is.
This is strange to me because I never played it. It was a 360 exclusive. I remember being hyped for it when I saw it, and then it came out and it got pretty bad reviews. I remember them citing that there were performance issues. It just wasn't particularly fun. The biggest selling point apparently was it was like these big, gigantic, like huge scale battles, kind of like Lord of the Rings was, where it's just like all these men on the battlefield and you're seeing all this shit going on in the background. I don't remember too much out of it, but I just remember it being a mediocre to bad game. So I didn't even know this was even still available on Steam. And the fact that Square Enix even cares enough to remaster this, I mean, I'm with Carmen. What the fuck are they thinking?
I've never even heard of it. So when you told me about it,
yeah,
I was like, oh, okay.
It's definitely one of their like Z tier games. It's like if they came out and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna remaster Air Guys. Remember that fighter we did on the PS1? No, yep, we're gonna remaster it anyway. Don't worry about Final Fantasy VII Remake. It'll come out sometime in the year 2025, maybe,
and also be a hot bag of ass." So, it is what it is. I don't really care about that, but I'm sure that just like Crystal Chronicles, it probably has its fan base. It seems like these obscure games have something. I don't know why they would be remaking this just for the hell of it.
I guess.
Pull resources, dog. We gotta tie up our resources to delay games.
That seems. You might be onto something there. Maybe Final Fantasy VII is such a hot bag of ass. They're like, shit, we're never gonna sound time. I know. Let's remake some random obscure game we have, and then we use that as an excuse for it being delayed even more.
They fucking just hit the Rolodex of games, and they're like, that one right there.
Yeah. They got
nobody fucking played it, but we'll do it anyways.
Yeah, they got that fucking like roulette reel just.
We'll keep an eye on that, see what's going on, because we're not going to see that Final Fantasy VII remake anytime soon. So let's see how these remasters and remakes are. Xbox is coming out with a grease-proof controller. By grease-proof, it's going to be grease-resistant. I'm going to get one and put it to the test, and I'm going to do a hands-on review, quite literally.
You're going to fucking eat some Domino's pizza, because that shit
fried
is greasy
chicken,
as fuck.
pizza. I'm just going to go in on stuff, and I'm going to make it greasy. I'm going to see what happens.
Make sure you do it on a cheat day, dog. Do it on one of your cheat days.
And then when I'm done with it, I'm just going to drop it in a boil or deep fried grease and just see how long it lasts.
No balls.
Yep.
Really?
Why not?
Tape it. Jeremy, you have to tape this.
Oh, I would love to.
First off, I don't think the motherfucker will drop it in hot grease.
Oh, he won't. He won't.
I think we should, just to see what happens.
Dude, you can just wipe it on my face. There's enough grease on there.
Nah, not enough. Deep fry that motherfucker outside like in a turkey cooker.
Let's batter it. Let's batter it up and everything.
Dude, you'll eat it at that point, Cam.
Yeah, you know, I might. But it's actually pretty cool looking. It's got like this flat gray look to it.
I love the colors.
Yeah, it's pretty neat looking.
Yeah, it looks good.
The fact that this hadn't been invented earlier is mind-boggling.
I know. I was just like, I didn't even think about it until I saw the article. Like, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but you want to know how you have like a grease-free controller? You use a motherfucking fork to eat your chicken nuggets. Like, it's not that hard.
Well, it's not even so much grease, just the oils in your hand.
But even still then, it's like, you can never get away from it. It's like, if my controller is looking a little slimy from my hands, I just wipe it off on my shirt and keep it rolling.
Well, the thing with me is, like, it gets into the seams of the controller. Because I'll have to every now and then, like, take, like, a knife or an X-Acto blade and get it in between the seams and get the dried, like, oils from my hand out of there.
Damn, Jeremy. I think that's only a you problem, bruh.
I don't know. Check your controllers. You'd be surprised what you see.
I mean, you'll be surprised what you see on them, but I ain't putting my shit under the black light for y'all to inspect.
Ah, what you hiding?
So we'll check it out. The next thing they need to make is a Dorito crumb-proof controller, and we'd be set.
Dorito, yeah.
Last but not least,
just make the controller out of Doritos. Fuck it.
Isn't that what that is? Isn't that what that sunset orange is? So you don't see the Cheeto dust.
That's it. Yeah, you hide it. Okay, so yeah, you're just hiding it. We don't have one that combats the Cheeto crumbs and the Dorito crumbs. We just got one that looks like it.
Did you know that the dust on Doritos really is? They just continue to put it on there, but it really doesn't make a difference as to what the Doritos taste like.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like the Dorito plain without the dust on it tastes the same.
That's kind of heartbreaking.
And how come the ranch tastes different from the cheese?
Bruh, the chip is the... Oh,
yeah.
It's not the same chip.
Ah.
It's two different chips.
It's an infused chip, essentially.
Exactly.
Ah.
I do love me some Cool Ranch, too. I don't hate on the little brother of the
I mean, I like the dust.
Cheese.
Like, I ain't mad at the dust. Don't lick the dust off and taste the chip. It doesn't work that way.
Do they make dust-free chips, though? That's the real question here.
Maybe.
The world will never know.
I'm on the Google machine right now.
All right, so last but not least, the Belgian government ruled that loot boxes in gaming was a form of predatory gambling. So they obviously in Belgium you had to get rid of your loot boxes in the games, whatever you had to do to make them comply with the rules that they set. And EA and FIFA 19 did not adhere to these laws, and they are now in legal trouble with the Belgian government.
You can't do that. I mean,
well,
there's game modes that are ingrained around these types of things.
I mean,
it's like banning the Game Boy Pokemon trading card game in Belgium.
Well, don't worry, it's stupid, but they technically can. I don't know if they can actually sue them for any kind of money, since it's an American-based company. They could definitely ban their games. I mean, China bans shit all the time. Germany has this weird phobia about the word ninja. It has to be changed to hero. And they just now will, I think Germany will just now allow even the word Nazi or the swastika to appear in like movies and games and so forth anymore.
But you're asking a developer to cut out major portions of the game.
That's what they do, or alter it. And
you're asking them to take parts out of maybe... You may get points from your exhibition game that affect your ultimate team or that allow you to get a certain deck of cards or whatever. You're asking a lot out of a developer to strip the game down to the fucking bare minimums.
Oh, yeah, but see, I don't think they're doing it because they want the company to actually do it. I think they're doing it because they just don't like the company. I mean, I fucking hate EA, too.
I mean, that's probably it. And then you have to decide, like, what's your determining factor to say, like, we have loot boxes? Because in Destiny, there's a lot of fucking loot boxes.
So
I run around and I pick them up all the time.
The actual wording in it was they decried loot boxes that returned rewards in exchange for money. So if you could keep your loot boxes in the games for in-game currency but not sell the currency, then it wasn't breaking the law. So they could keep their loot boxes. They just couldn't. You couldn't buy.
You just can't buy $5
loot boxes or whatever, or buy coins to then buy loot boxes.
Yeah, because that's what like they do with the Ultimate Teams. It's like you buy coins to buy packs, But you can also earn these coins by just playing the game, so...
Well, apparently EA didn't jive well with that, so... It looks like Belgium is looking at suing EA. A lot of people are saying that it goes nowhere. Some people are saying maybe it's just what EA wants to put this to the limelight. Who knows?
I mean, I think it's going to go nowhere. I don't even know if they have a legal... I mean, in their country, I'm sure they do. But again, I'm no lawyer. But I don't know if they can sue a U.S. company. But
I'm sure they can.
As much as I hate EA and loot boxes, I think this is a heavy-handed approach to go to it. You know, just I don't want government stepping in and saying what you can and can't put in video games. I'd rather it just be the free market deciding, just like it did with Battlefront 2, when they put those loot boxes in and people went, fuck this shit, and didn't buy the game. And then they took them out, right? Yeah.
They took them out and put them back
in,
I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, did they? Okay. Well, I mean, it had an effect. They were just like, yeah, we fucked up Royal.
So we'll see. This will be definitely interesting to keep an eye on because it might... You know, the loot chest controversy has been a major topic lately, so it'll be fun to see where it goes. But, alas, we have Alas, we have come to the end of the podcast, at least to the end of the news portion. Y'all got anything else to add?
Just that it's time for you know what?
Karma, what time is it?
It's time for a
Superfight!
Let's get it. Who's fighting this week?
I believe it's
you. Bear.
You and me, Cam.
And Jeremy. I'm taking the throne, Jeremy. I'm ready.
I'm about to say, this is, what, three in a row for me?
Yeah, yes. You're going for a 3-peat.
No, this would be a 4-peat.
Really?
Yeah, I think this is the 4th. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So I'm coming in hot, baby. Let's go.
Whew. See if I can't keep this heat up.
Reigning champ.
What you want to do? You want to make the decisions, or you want Cam to make the decisions?
I'll let Cam make decisions.
All right, Cam.
Number 1
at me.
Number 1.
So you want
characters?
All right, you want characters, left or right?
Oh, left.
Oh, so your decision was 1, which would be left. That's cool. You're a crazy cat lady.
Fuck! Come on now.
Yeah. All right.
And Jeremy is a leprechaun.
Ooh, okay, I can work with this.
Okay.
I want to specify my character. I am the leprechaun from the Leprechaun horror movies. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
The one I'm familiar. I've watched them as a kid. I have not watched them later in life.
Okay, but I'm that little fucker.
All right. Yeah, okay. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So Cam, location, power, scenario. What you want?
Location.
Location. That's the blue ones. We're in a gun store.
Okay.
So you want your scenario or you want your powers?
Let's do powers.
Powers. All right.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Give me... Do you want all... Yeah, give me 2 numbers.
2 and 3.
All right. You're a crazy cat lady that can control weather, and you get to draw another character card as your 500-pound pet.
You're getting some good powers.
Okay.
Right,
I'm good.
When to stop.
Stop.
Let's get this guy out right here.
You have a 500-pound ET as a pet.
A 500-pound ET, extraterrestrial.
Yeah, is ET, that like from the movie?
Is that ET. The ET like from the movie or any extraterrestrial?
No, it just says E.T, which to me implies it is so ET from the movie.
500-pound ET.
ET phone home, 500-poundo.
Exactly. Okay.
And Jeremy.
Yes.
You're a 3-story tall leprechaun.
Okay.
That can control machines.
Okay. All right.
And the scenario is the fighters cannot get within 50 yards of each other.
Okay. I can make this work.
Can't get within 50 what now?
Yards.
Okay.
51 yards or farther, so there will not be any melee damage going on in this bitch from you guys directly.
I won't need it.
Oh, Jeremy sounds confident. You boys ready?
Yep. Jeremy, I want you to go first.
Okay.
3.
Oh, what? Before we start, I do need one little clarification.
Holla.
Since I'm 3 stories tall and this is in a gun store, is the gun store at least 3 stories tall, or?
Yeah, you fit in the store.
Okay. I just need that little clarification here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's big enough to hold you.
Gotcha. All right.
We'll take it as a store that's just the outside is lined with guns.
Okay, that's fine.
So the middle is like a big fucking arena.
Okay, I got you.
Alrighty.
All right.
Whenever you're ready. So 3, 2, 1, Superfight.
All right. As the leprechaun, I'm magical and evil. Since my size doesn't matter. What matters, that's most important, is I have complete control over all machines, which are guns. We're in a store surrounded by guns. I use my leprechaun magic or my fucking machine power. I instantly control all the guns, turn them on you and your big-ass ET, and shoot you to death. Failing that, the leprechaun is absolutely immortal and cannot be killed with the exception of a 4-leaf clover, which I doubt you have. I also have... leprechauns are able to... or at least this leprechaun is able to teleport, at least according to the movies, short distances at least, and he can also trick with his magic. You being a crazy cat lady, you're going to be fucking insane, you're not going to be able to focus. Hell, you won't even be able to get within 50 yards of me. That's all I need, time.
That was right on that was right at 59 seconds.
Oh, okay, nice.
Alright, and before we get into Cam's rebuttal, so just hold your horses for 1 second.
Okay.
Immortality cannot exist in
Well, I should clarify that. When I say immortal is, he can be killed, but he does have specific weaknesses.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I just wanted to make that.
Yeah. It's not like fucking Garlic Jr. immortal. Yeah. It's just simply his weaknesses 4-leaf clovers, which I doubt he has.
Hopefully this motherfucker can use something to his advantage here.
Let's see what he's got. What you got?
You ready, Cam?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, Superfight.
All right, so first things first, 4-leaf clover is not the leprechaun's only weakness. They're also weak to iron. A quick Google search will tell you that. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm creating a thick layer of fog inside the gun store. I'm assuming that I can create weather since I can control it. So we're going to have a thick layer of fog as well as torrential winds. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide somewhere in this, and I'm going to let my pets do the work for me. And by pets, I mean my 500 pet ET, who is also telekinetic. He can move things with his minds. So you might be able to use your magic to use these guns, but I'm going to be doing the same thing. But I'm going to have the cover and know where you are. You're not going to know where I am. So you might be moving guns with your magical leprechaun powers, but you're not going to have any idea where I am. My ET is going to know exactly where you are, and it's going to be doing the same thing. You're going to have to deal with fog, heavy winds, and there's going to be lightning strikes all over this gun store. There's iron everywhere. Okay.
Jeremy, you ready for your rebuttal?
Absolutely.
Let's super fight.
All right. Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Your power is you can control the weather, not create the weather. So that means you can control the weather, which, guess what, is outside the store, not inside. You can create all the fog, lighting you want. It's going to be outside the store, not on the inside. Even if that wouldn't matter. Your fucking 500-pound ET is I'm going to just spot his glowy little fingers. And I don't need to fucking aim. I can just point all the guns around us. Bam, keep on shooting. Them bullets ain't going to affect me, baby. Even if they did. I'll just point them in your general direction. I don't have to aim. They're all over the store.
Cam, bring the heat, dog. Let's get it.
All right, I'll create a lightning storm outside. The lightning will strike the roof, creating a hole, so there will be fog in the room. I will bring weather into the room. Doesn't matter how it gets there, I'll get it in there. If I can't create it, I'll bring it in. Second off, ET has to make his finger glow. It doesn't glow all the time. You're not going to know where I am. You're going to be shooting randomly. I'm going to have lightning hitting you. You're going to be wind. You're going to be off balance. You're not going to know where anything is. And I'm going to be pelting you with gunfire. So my gunfire is going to be aimed and precise, and yours is going to be all over the place, probably not hitting me. With the disorientation, okay. God, I try to get it all in.
I love how controlled you guys are. Like, there's never any run over. We're like time and we just shut down.
That's the game, man.
It's a game, baby.
It is. No, this turned out to be a very good fight.
And at first, I wasn't sure about this weather control thing
and the weather creation.
So that was a tough call. And at that point, I really thought like that Cam had a really good advantage.
And then you brought up that point that I hadn't thought about, so I was like, you know what? That is a good point. So not to necessarily just side with whatever Jeremy was saying, but it made sense to me. But I was thinking in my head,
creating a hole in the roof doesn't
No. Wait, can I finish? But in my head, I was thinking you can bring the weather to this party, and like within 5 seconds of your rebuttal, you did that.
With that being said,
I'm not sure that ET can move some shit, but I don't think ET is like thugging out like that.
I don't think so either.
I'm not sure. So I really think Jeremy wins this one just because I just cannot see ET being so hardcore. I mean, the dude got a cold and almost died.
That's true.
You're going to make it rain
true.
on him?
Hey, I mean, he's got telekinetic powers. So, I mean, I don't understand why it's not possible for it to happen.
It is possible. I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibilities. But my man has a really weak immune system, and you're just going to let it rain on him and shit?
No, it's going to be control. It's lightning strikes mostly. Fog and lightning. And wind.
I'm trying to look up anything on ET powers.
I was like Google it the whole time.
I haven't seen that movie like in fucking forever.
I just know he can move shit with his mind. I don't know like if they go into the extent of what he can do.
I mean, at the same time, is it the same depth as me being able to have complete like magneto control over machines versus a little bit of like, I can move this Coke can.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to Jeremy.
Closer than I thought it was going to be, though.
It was a good fight.
When you
maybe you could have used the lightning against the machines, and you would have had some better luck. But like hindsight is 20/20 at this point.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as you got the cat lady and I got the leprechaun, I was like, oh, this is over. But then you got some damn good powers, man.
The weather was the one that kept me in.
The weather one was good, and honestly, if this hadn't been like inside a building, you probably would have had this one. But being inside, you really kind of had to think outside the box to bring it in. And quite frankly, like I know the fight's over and all that, but I don't think you'd have to like continuously strike the same spot on the roof with lightning over and over again to even dig a hole into it.
What really got me was like put me in a hole was like when you picked the leprechaun from Leprechaun. Like he's got so many powers. It's stupid.
I know. Yeah.
And I can't pick a cat lady. There's no cat lady in TV.
Well, there's the Simpsons cat lady, but all she does is just scream nonsense and throw cats at people.
Yeah, so
not very powerful.
Could you have picked Catwoman?
Nah, that's not. Well,
she is a cat lady, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know what that would have done, if anything.
Your biggest downfall was the fact that I love bad horror movies. That's how I knew about the Leprechaun. Especially Leprechaun 4 in space. So bad it's good.
Let's do a 3-way and let's get the fuck out of here.
Alright, I'm reaching into the cards. I got a huge mess on my desk right now as I have laid out a lot of cards in different places. Trying to get some different scenarios because I tend to end up drawing a lot of the same cards. I'm not sure how.
And let's pull one more. Keep like pulling the duplicates. I need like a card shuffler. Alright.
So, you boys get to pick. And we'll let Jeremy, since he's the champ right now, he gets to go first.
All right. I will take card number 1.
You are Katniss.
Katniss?
From the Hunger Games.
Okay.
Cam?
Number 3.
You are a bodybuilder. And me, I'm Freddy.
Ooh, like Freddy Krueger?
It just says Freddy, so I'm not sure.
Wow, okay.
I don't know any other Freddys.
Well,
is there a Freddy in like Saved by the Bell?
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr. Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Would anybody kill the legend Freddy from... Would anybody kill... I don't know.
That annoying squeaky-faced motherfucker used to be on YouTube called Fred. I would gladly kill him. For free.
Damn. Damn, Jeremy, tell us how you really feel.
Oh, dude, watch him for 5 seconds and tell me you don't want to pull a bullet in your brain. Yeah, trust me, you're better off not doing that.
So we gotta assume you're Freddy Krueger, right?
Yeah, I'll take him.
I'm assuming that's what they mean.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't looked through the cards to see if there's a different card for him.
At this point, you can be any Freddy you want.
Well, that's the one I'm taking.
All right, it's a good pick.
Good pick, bro. Good pick.
Well,
you ready to do this?
Good pick.
Oh, yeah. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
I guess I'll go first. No, I'll go first since I won, I guess. All right.
Go for it, boy.
All right. As Katniss, I'm an excellent marksman. I'll just use my bow and arrow to shoot Cam in the head and Freddy in the head. Freddy's dead. Cam's just a bodybuilder. He's all about that melee. He ain't gonna be able to get close. Same with old Freddy. Because I'm assuming we're fighting in the real world. Freddy only has powers in the dream world. Once he drags into the real world, he's just a little bitch with some claw fingers.
Boom.
Cam? I really think that the range you got, Jeremy, is going to be tough for me. But I do believe that I can actually get in close. And if I get in close, it's going to be a wrap for you. I'm strong enough to rip your ass apart. As far as Freddy, I've just got to worry about his claws. Bring it in tight, couple 1-2 punches to the face. It's a done story. I'm the champion.
You. Well, let's just lay this out here. Cam, you wake up on a lovely Monday morning. You go to Gold's Gym. You lift weights, heavy weights. You run a lot of miles. You go home, you eat you a fat-ass breakfast. You get lethargic. You fall asleep. I'm in your dreams, motherfucker. I'm just gonna annihilate you. Katniss gotta sleep too. Them Hunger Games take a lot out of you and fuck you up. She might be a cold-blooded killer, but the bitch gotta sleep. So I'm sneaking in her dreams too, slicing that bitch up. It's a wrap, daddy.
I don't know, man. All them steroids I'm on, I don't know if I'll be sleeping much.
Oh, you sleeping, because you're gonna eat like 4 orders of biscuits and gravy from McDonald's, plus 3 orders of hash browns, plus just extra sausage on the side for protein.
I'll cast my vote on this one. I don't think that I have a chance, but I think that the winner is Freddy.
Then I'll concede to Freddy then, because I mean, I was really gonna go with whatever Cam went because I thought he had the weakest horse in the fight. And really, it comes down to whether or not, Freddy is in the real world or the dream world. Because if he's in the dream world, he can't be beaten. If he's in the real world, he's just a regular person. But
he is, but
I don't see why he couldn't be in the dream world. He just waits. Basically, it would just go, I kill you, then I go home and go to bed, and then Freddy gets me. And so Freddy wins.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting, like, how do you get him in the real world? How do you get him, like...
Well,
I don't know enough about Freddy Krueger.
You have to physically grab him and then wake up. It's his whole ordeal. But... yeah, he pretty much just exists in the dream world. That's the canon.
He's still pretty good with his claws.
We're not writing that into the script. You're not waking up, motherfucker. I'm killing you.
Besides, we all know the true winner is Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
With knives with swords for fingers, instead of knives to avoid any copyright infringements. Isn't that right, bitch?
Carmen, get us out of here.
Play on, and like always, stay hella average.
Bye-bye.